please. Answer me. What's wrong? What happened to Sho?
I'll explain things later, Mizuki. We have to get going now.
What are you hiding from me? Just say it!
Come on, let's move. We don't have time to stand around bickering.
Is something wrong?
I can't expect you to drive in weather like this with your eyesight. I better drive instead.
Why don't you let me drive? I can handle it.
Shizu?
You must be exhausted, Master Agito. Besides, I'm a lot more familiar with this area than you are.
Shizu's learned a lot in these past 3 years. She's been working really hard, you know. She wants to be of use to you in any way she can. That's what she told me.
All right, let's go.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what's happening?
I'm telling you, boss, there's no mistaking it. That was a Zoa Lord.
When he was staring me down, it's like my whole body was frozen in fear.
It was exactly the same as when you or Dr. Bacchus used your thought waves to control us.
I think this demands our immediate attention, don't you, Doctor? With a power like that, if we don't take care of him right away, he could become an even bigger obstacle than he is now. After all, even the strongest Zoanoids are helpless against Zoa Lords. Teamed with the Guyvers, he poses a formidable threat to us all.
Well, perhaps. He may seem like a threat now, but it all depends on if he's a real Zoa Lord or not.
Are you trying to tell me he's not a Zoa Lord?
I suppose we'll have to put him to the test and see what he's made of.
It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Sho.
Tetsuro? What happened? What have I been doing?
Just forget it. Don't think about anything. You just need to rest.
Wait. No, it can't be. Did I do this? Dad? This can't be happening.
Sho, Sho! Sho! You're not the one who did it, Sho.
Let's take a break from driving for a minute.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Grandfather, you'll find some canned drinks in the mini cooler sitting next to you. Could you get her something, please?
Oh, sure. I hope you like this flavor, all right.
Anything's okay. Thanks. Shizu, is this really all right? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, in a situation like this, what can you do?
Well, in my case, I'm just trying to serve Master Agito in any way that I can.
Even with all that's happening, she only thinks about Makishima.
Now what? I'm not sure where to take it from here.
Well, I guess we could go back to town, right? We might be able to blend in with the crowd, or...
No, that won't work. They'll be ready for us. I'm sure Takashiro is under their control by now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure Barkus and Gyo are watching the town. All they have to do is use their mind link. Unfortunately, that means that no place is safe. We should avoid being seen by anyone. Huh? Someone's coming.
Maybe they live around here.
No, I don't think so, kid.
Be on your guard. This could get ugly.
Master Agito!
Shizu, stay in the car! Start the engine and get ready to pull out of here when I give the word!
Right.
Cyanide!
They're not just ordinary ones, either. They're the most dangerous kind of opponent we could face now.
These are the prototypes that underwent their optimization alongside that boy's father. Their code names are 02, 3, and 4. Fumio Fukamachi was Candidate 01, and while he may have looked the same as these Zoonoids, there's a fundamental difference between them. He was chosen for his relationship to the boy, but these are combat-trained specialists.
A team of Enzyme 2s.
Yes, the Guyver's natural enemies.
Did Sho's dad transform like that too? Right in front of his eyes? Hey! Murakami!
Halt!
Good boy. Now get out of here. Turn around and go right back where you came from. What the hell?
No, Master!
Please be careful!
Bio boost!
Why don't my thought waves work on them? Barkus!
I'll send you to hell! What is this?
Be careful! Those things are packed with enzymes that have been specially designed to dissolve bio-boosted armor.
I see. That means I'll have to plan my attacks more carefully from now on.
No! Shows! Stop it!
Oh no! Sho! You've got to wake up! You're being attacked! Sho, please wake up!
Sho!
Get out of there! Fukamachi!
This can't be happening. There's no way.
Whoa!
Sho
Wait.
can't just die after all this. He's gotta be okay. Tell me this isn't happening, Tetsuro. It just can't be. It can't.
Mizuki, look. He's alive!
He made it.
I heard her voice. I heard Miski calling me. Tetsuro! Miski! Look out! Behind you! Doc! Miski!
Sho!
What happened?
Murakami!
Look out!
What's going on?
Are you all right?
You idiot! What the hell were you thinking? Don't disengage your armor in the middle of battle? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
I wasn't trying to disengage it. It just came off all by itself.
Huh?
It's weird. I feel like I've seen that kind of Zoonoid before, but I can't remember where. Why is it bothering me so much? Tetsuro, this is the first time we've seen that kind of Zoonoid, isn't it?
He doesn't remember?
It's no good. I can worry about all that after I've taken care of them. Guyver! Guyver! I can't equip it!
Show!
Guyver!
I had hoped that using the boy's father would have resulted in Guyver 1's defeat. But it appears to have had a rather interesting effect on the boy's psyche.
We're in trouble. If I don't do something, we'll all be killed. I've really only got one option. After using my power last time, it's a gamble, but I've got to try. It's do or die. Now, Theriomorph!
Murakami? That's insane. I've never seen power like that. What in the world is he?
Impressive strength.
Indeed. And after seeing him transform, I know what he is. Come on, Richard, think. Take a long, good look at him. Notice anything special?
Well, no matter how I look at him, he seems to possess the battle form of a Zoolord. No, that's impossible.
I cannot afford to prolong this. I'll have to finish them all at once. Not good enough. Have I reached my limit?
Yes, you did it!
Hey, is he Murakami?
Well, what do you think? Striking resemblance to your own battle form, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that's true. Then that must mean Mr. Murakami is one of your test subjects. So he is just like me. After all, I can't forget that you were the one who optimized me, Dr. Barkus.
I don't get it. Why can't I transform anymore?
He really doesn't remember what happened? His father turning into a Zoonoid? I guess he wasn't conscious when the Guyver went berserk and killed him. The shock was probably so great it's caused a temporary lapse of memory. I guess I can't really blame him, though. Even if he wasn't conscious, he's still... Goddamn Kronos! They're nothing but a bunch of sadistic bastards!
What happened back there? How did Sho end up like this? He's waking up. Hey guys, look!
You okay, Murakami?
Yeah, but where are we?
You didn't miss much. We're still in the mountains right now.
Who are you? At this point, it's obvious you have some kind of connection to Kronos.
It's probably okay to let us know now, right? About your true form, I mean.
Are you a Zoolord? Or what?
A Zoolord? Yeah. Now that you mention it, that's what those two Zoonoids were calling him, isn't it? So what is a Zoolord, anyway?
Well, I've only heard the word mentioned before, so I don't really know all the details myself.
If you really want to know, they're Zoonoids of the highest order. They have the power to command other Zoonoids. They can form mental links with any number of Zoonoids, then control them as they would their own bodies. To those who have been transformed into Zoonoids, the Zoolords are something akin to gods. Only 12 individuals on this planet possess these powers. The 12 members of the Kronos Board of Directors. The men who rule this world from the shadows.
And Guyver is one of them, isn't he? No wonder he was able to block my attack.
But if you're not one of them, Then what are you?
I was a test body for the final Zoolord, for Richard Guyver's battle form.
A test subject? So you were a prototype Zoolord?
It all happened 5 years ago. I was working as a magazine correspondent at the time. A team of reporters, including myself, had traveled to the jungles of New Guinea to cover a story. When we got to the site, the villagers there were all worked up about some strange rumor. They warned us that some kind of monsters had started appearing in the area. The local elders tried to stop us from going any further, but we didn't listen and moved deeper into the jungle. It turned out that the place was one of Kronos' zoonoid test sites. All I could do was stare in horror as my colleagues were torn limb from limb by these terrible creatures. I survived, but they weren't done with me yet. They took me to an underground base of theirs in Arizona. There I served as their guinea pig for optimization experiments. But then something strange happened. I had an unexpected reunion with an old college professor of mine named Shinichiro Yamamura.
It's not that he's similar to you, Richard. He's actually your prototype.
Ridiculous. How could a test subject like that still be alive after all these years?
I want you to recall a certain event that occurred 5 years ago in Arizona.
Arizona? Professor Yamamura's rebellion?
Correct. Yamamura, who had been the brain of Kronos for 15 years, plotted to incite a rebellion by stirring up several of his experiments who had outlasted their usefulness. Although test subjects, they still possessed the powers of a true Zoolord, which led to quite an uproar at that headquarters.
I only found out about the incident later. At the time, I was in the final phase of Zoolord optimization.
They went on a rampage, destroying every optimization tank in sight. Although their plan failed, it was you they were after. Fortunately, I and the other Zoolords were gathered at the base. It was an ordeal, but the situation was resolved. The insurgents were rounded up and destroyed in the test subject disposal tank, as they should have been in the first place. Or so we thought. Knowing that one of them survived, I'm rather taken aback. Now the question is, why were the test subjects so determined to destroy you, Gyo?
Yes. I was wondering about that myself.
Watch out, Richard. We don't know Murakami's objectives. If we don't take care of him quickly, he may make another attempt on your life.
This is a mystery to me. When I awoke, my optimization had ended, and the situation had already been resolved. Professor Yamamura, what were you plotting? It couldn't be. Maybe he knew.
So Professor Yamamura was the one that made you into one of Gyo's prototypes?
That's right. At the time, there were already 3 other prototypes that had sided with the professor. Unfortunately, they were part of Barkas's experiments. At first, they resented the professor, but once they knew his true intent, they changed their minds. They knew that he was risking his life. They understood the magnitude of the situation. 20 years ago, Professor Yamamura advocated the theory that Mount Minakami was actually man-made. His studies led him to uncover the secret of the creators, buried within the ancient ruins inside the mountain. By that time, Kronos had also caught wind of the mountain's secret and kidnapped the professor. He was then made to cooperate with them against his will. For 15 years, he pretended to be their pawn, all the while waiting for an opportunity to topple the organization from the inside out. It was then that he discovered the horrifying truth behind the Guyvers. It was a truth that had shaped history. A truth that could destroy our future.
The truth behind the Guyver units and their connection to mankind is revealed. Unable to accept the grim reality, Mizuki flees from her friends. Sho follows her into the woods and expresses his own feelings of doubt. Meanwhile, Gyo decides to personally eliminate everyone that stands in his path. The powerful cries of a Zoolord quake the earth. Next time, Gyo joins the fray.